subbing, yeah. I can't keep a lookout, I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did, I need finance. I was being real, not like he did, where you find them? Put them on a leash and make them think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. Talking about net worth when I got it all in my bill. Say less when you say something, cause you always getting upset. Say no, but I never get depressed in, so it's on red. Only coming in late when I look clean, I'ma make a mess. They don't see me, but I see they face when I make a mad. Yeah, keep your head down, boy, I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip with a V8 and it make noise, yeah. Them boys in a Civic, going 50, there's a difference. Ain't nobody see me winning, but I'll be here in a minute. They just wanna see me different. Kick back when I count millions. Now they wanna hide when it ain't safe, but they don't do it and they play games. And they like everyone for a little bit when they hate at the same time. If I don't like.
The crowd is assembled looking for a Bucks home victory here in Milwaukee, and we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg. Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W.
And guys, this is what I call one of those boomerang road trips. I mean, it's not long, but they'll have a chance to get some things done here.
Lillard. Rebound, Detroit. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key. Not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
When Dame's on the move, you know something good's going to happen.
Cunningham looking it over. To the paint. Here's Durant.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Giannis up top. The Bucks working the ball around. Prince outside. Lopez a screen. Clock at 4. Here's Lillard. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still grown. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the 2 areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Lillard outside. Lopez a screen. Loses his grip and misses the dunk. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Goes up on the high post. Out to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Milwaukee in the lead. It's Trent on the wing. Here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Not just hanging out there on the perimeter. Lopez attacking the rim.
Now, here's Ivy. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now Lillard, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Lillard looking around. Over Cunningham. Lillard misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And the basket by Harris.
A solid three-point marksman. Harris has that inside-outside offensive game.
Here's Lillard. Takes it off the glass. Lillard's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here is Harris. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game. Over onto Tacumbo. Harris's shot is off.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He gets it in there. He's got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Out to Harris. Back to Ivy. Cunningham for 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since. And look at the ups on Kyle Kuzma.
Pass to Harris. 1:27 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kuzma has great size, and with that frame comes great responsibility. That time, he took the foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
And the Bucks making a change here. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their game.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, that's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
And here is Antetokounmpo after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Cunningham's got 6.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Porter with it. Erickson picks him up. And it's blocked. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Over Porter. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Milwaukee. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Don't go anywhere. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Ivy. Back to Erickson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. On the wing, Harris. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Harris has got 8.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Giannis inside. Rebound, Detroit.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Harris a screen. On the wing, Harris. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Milwaukee in the lead. Three-pointer, Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance, that's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
Pass to Beasley. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
First three of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Hardaway for three. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. For Detroit, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Going inside. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. They're in high post. Pass to Ivy. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Connects from three-point range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's only the first time this half. But Kevin, they've done a great job here in that regard.
Ivy with it. Got a hand on it.
And how about the reach from Portis there?
Ball's knocked loose. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside, Green. Here's Lillard. Here he goes. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Detroit?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Duran a screen. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 4. Now Lillard. He's got 14. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
It's Beasley on the wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Lillard. Great defense that time from Duran. Pistons leading by 5. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
And Porter, here we go. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
On the wing, Harris. From deep. And another 3 for Detroit.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
The kick out to Lopez. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lopez has got 5 now.
That's a big shot from Lopez. His accuracy from behind the three-point line is really impressive.
Pass to Beasley. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now Hardaway. Here is Harris. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Portis with it. Guarded by Harris. Lillard outside. Back to Portis. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Pistons ahead. Up 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. It's a 5-point game. Harris a screen. Outside Hardaway. Kicks it out to Beasley. Hands it from downtown. Beasley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. And that one's drained from the low block. Porter's got 6.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Cunningham outside. Left side Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Giannis outside. Count the basket and the foul. That's on Jalen Duren.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. On the free throw, no good. And when it comes to Jalen Duren, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
There it goes, Antetokounmpo.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Cunningham on the wing. He has 6. Six to shoot. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Pass to Giannis. It's hauled in by Harris.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Duren high post. inside Hardaway. Poked away. And here's Porter. He has 6. Screen by Giannis. The kick out to Porter. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead. Now here's Beasley. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Harris with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Cunningham. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. That's now 8 points for Cade Cunningham.
Strong move from Cade that time, just putting some power behind that play.
And that one's good by Porter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harris a screen. Back to Cunningham. For 3, Beasley. It's hauled in by Giannis.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
Shots good by Duren.
This is why Duren shoots such a high percentage. He picks those smart shots within his range.
In the corner, Bamba with it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bamba's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Duren. Shoots over Bamba. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Once Duren gets that kind of positioning inside, not much you're going to do defensively.
And here's Giannis. Big time slam, Giannis! Oh, my! Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Here is Cunningham. 8 points for him. Harris outside. It's Beasley on the wing. A 3-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Kuzma. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Cunningham with it. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen, and he was averaging over 29 points a game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that 3-point line.
Back to Thompson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Hit up the left.
Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cunningham outside. Back to Ivy. And then Ivy with the jam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And stolen by Thompson. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Pistons lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Lillard driving inside. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
It doesn't take much or long for Lillard to catch fire. An incredible offensive talent.
Cunningham outside. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Hardaway from outside. Lillard outside. And it's all evened up. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Simply one of the best guards of this generation. Lillard lighting it up here.
To the middle. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Ivy. Cunningham for 3. Offensive rebound. Short. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Now Lillard. The kick out to Lopez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the fourth.
And here's Cunningham. Back to Ivy. Cunningham outside. Hardaway for 3. It's good from long range. And the Pistons lead by 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Lillard. A special move before the shot. Lillard's got 22 points.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
It's Cunningham with the drive.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Trent, right side. Cunningham with it. Lillard picks him up. Now, here's Cunningham. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
Detroit making a switch. That one misses. And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So 6-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is. Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more, it'll be hitting the showers.
Cunningham for 3. It's blocked.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block?
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by George. Fires away from outside. A rebound by the Bucks.
And that was was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Goes up off the inbound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, the team relying on Gary Trent, putting their faith in his ability to get the big bucket.
Here's Thompson. Out to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Pistons. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Puts the move on. And the layup good by Lillard. Lillard's got 24.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Cunningham drives in. For 3, Harris. Another 3 for Detroit.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
.149 left in the game. And it's sent back by Lillard. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The rebound by Ivy. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Here's Thompson. Shoots over Lillard. Thompson misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 11. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Pistons substitution.
So it's the Pistons now.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Pistons.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Tobias Harris.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
No good on the free throw.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus, this guy is capable of big, big things.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Porter. Can they get it? Pass to Portis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
No stopping Bobby P. That time powers through to the foul.
23 seconds left in the fourth. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. Cunningham with it to the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Porter. And And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.